Good morning, children. Lesson number 18 in your grammar textbook, phrases and its kinds. So in this PPT, in this video, we will be seeing the definition of phrases, the different kinds of phrases, that is noun phrase, adjective phrase and prepositional phrase also. So here, children, in this slide you can see in the box, what can you see here? Like there are something that is written, right? Competing in the race, in the circus, across the ocean, under the tree, with a golden mane. So what are these? Are these sentences? No. Why? Because I cannot see, there is no subject over there, right? And there is, there is no finite verb. See the second one, in the circus. It is not a sentence. There is no subject and no finite verb. There is no verb itself. Across the ocean, under the tree, with a golden mane. So in all these examples, in all these things, there are no finite verb. So what are these? These are just some group of words without any subject and no verb. Okay, when I say no verb, no finite verb. And if I just use it like this, like if I'm just using these words like competing in the race, it has no meaning also. In the circus, whether there is any meaning? No. Across the ocean, any meaning is there? No. Under the tree, there is no meaning. With the golden mane, there is no meaning. So these are incomplete sentences and it is only meaningful if I'm using it in a sentence. So in this slide you can see, like I have used that group of words into a sentence to give it complete sense. Like Rahul is competing in a race. See, I have just added one subject and one finite verb there. Now it has got meaning, like competing in a race. I work as a clown in a circus. The ship sailed across the ocean. The man is resting under the tree. The horse with golden mane will win the race. So these are called phrases. That means it is a part of the sentence without a subject and a finite verb. So now this group of words, the above group of words that make a, when it is used, now only when the phrase is used in a sentence, it will give its meaning. But when it is used as alone, it will not have any meaning. It is just a part of the sentence. So children, here we have the definition of phrases. So usually phrase means there will not be any subject and there is no finite verb. And phrases are made up of a central word, okay, that is called the head. And that head can be a noun, it can be an adjective, it can be a verb also, it can be an adverb, it can be a clause or pronoun also. And that is according to this head or according to this central word, the phrases are divided into types. So the different types of phrases that we need to learn, they are noun phrase, adjective phrase and prepositional phrase. We can see noun phrase in detail. As I mentioned right now, phrase means there will be no finite verb here, but there will be a noun here. In the noun phrase, the central word or the head word, it will be a noun. Okay, so a group of words that does not contain a verb, it is called a phrase. And in the noun phrase, that phrase will be acting as a noun. Okay, so when I say noun phrase, don't get confused, like noun, when I say noun, it will be only one single word, only one word. Okay, but when I say a phrase, it will be more than one word. Might be a determiner, might be an article along with that noun. For example, when I say girl, it is a noun only, but when I say the girl, it is a noun phrase. Okay, now noun phrase can act as a subject or as an object in the sentence. It can sometimes, if it is starting with the preposition, as I mentioned, it will be a prepositional phrase that we can come to it later. And the head word is a noun which cannot be removed. And noun phrase will be answering the question what or whom. For example, when I say my coach is happy. Here you can see, like, what is, if I asking the question like who is happy. Okay, so it is answering the question what or who. Who is happy? My coach. So here the noun phrase is functioning as a subject. My cat is my best friend. Here you can see, like, the subject is also a noun phrase and the object is also a noun phrase. My cat, it is a noun phrase. My best friend, Here it is also another noun phrase, like who is my best friend? My cat. My cat is who? My best friend. So it is answering. So the noun phrase, in short, it will be answering the question what of whom, and it can function as the subject of the sentence, or it can function as the object of the sentence also. It consists of, it can be like a determiner plus, or an article plus a noun. The head noun is more important here. So noun phrase is noun plus modifier. So it can be before the noun, and the modifier can come either before the noun or after the noun. Like as I said, the girl. So it is a modifier which is used. It can be a determiner. It can be definite and indefinite article. It can be quantifiers, like some girls, all girls, like that. It can be a demonstrative pronoun also. I can say like that girl. That is also a noun phrase. It can be like numerals. Like if I say two girls, it is also a noun phrase. Now, as I said, this can function as the subject, this can function as the direct object also, it can function as an indirect object also, or as the object of preposition. Now, that red house is on sale. Here, the words that are the group of words that are coming before the verb. Okay, it is considered as the subject. That red house. What is on sale? That red house. The glistening snow covered the field. What covered the field? The glistening snow. So it is also functioning. Both these are functioning as a subject. The baby wants a big ball. So here it is functioning, and after the verb it will be the object. Okay, so a big ball, it is functioning as the noun phrase. Shall we buy the yellow house? Jeff rode on a skateboard. Again, it is why I am using here. It is a skateboard is the noun phrase. But if I include that preposition on also, like on a skateboard, it will come as the prepositional phrase. Karan plays in the huge garden. The huge garden, again, it is a noun phrase. But when I include in also, it will become as a prepositional phrase. The teacher gave the little girl a toffee. Here you can see again as an object, but here it is functioning as an indirect object. She sent the old man a gift. The old man, again it is an indirect object.